morning, pool fans all over the world. This is Rob Bowen. I'm here with Temujin Dixon. We're here to watch undoubtedly one of the ties of the round, probably the tie of the round in the first round of the IPA World League Amateur. Good morning, Tem.
Morning, Rob. Yeah, definitely the tie of the round. Both of these guys would be amongst the top 4 or 5 favourites for the event, along with yourself and a couple of others. Interesting match first up, first thing in the morning. Both players' first game, they avoided the 9 o'clock session. So, what's your predictions for the match?
Yeah, tight match. Expect it to go pretty close. I haven't seen much of either of them play this weekend. I think the little bits I've seen, Nick seemed like he's not at his absolute best. He struggled through a few matches, scraped through games he probably should have been winning slightly more easily, but credit to him for getting through. So I think I don't think Jamo's at his absolute best here, so I think it'll be tight. I think Jamo's got a very good head-to-head against Mick, so I'll give him the edge, maybe 7-5.
Yeah, I would have probably gone that. I'll go 7-4. I was just having a quick practice with Jamo then on the match table for 10 minutes before because they were ahead of schedule, and he was actually hitting a very good ball, breaking great. So
it's a huge break. Look at that. They are absolute dreams. What you want first round, aren't they?
Yeah, these reds really. There is he can go my way, your way, his own way. I think you can pretty much rack these up as 1-0.
Are you going to be a little bit more complimentary about Jamo's game today, Tim? I think
yeah, absolutely. He's hitting the ball very well. I just don't think there's any sort of stumbling blocks here, really.
Not wasting any time.
So he'll pot this screw back and then he'll just go through these 4 reds into the 2 centre pockets, I would assume.
Yeah.
If he can come down for the bottom one of the 4, that's the only way you can really go wrong, is not getting bottom side of the last one.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So now, even if he goes too far, I'd be playing for both of these in the same bag next.
Yeah.
Because if he goes too far, he can just hold on the yellow.
Yeah. And it's very easy, but just the fact that the yellow is slightly left side of the black means that you probably want to just give yourself that little bit more room for error.
There we go, just dribble this in, maybe go 6 inches to a foot towards the ball line, and 1-0.
Beautiful, Jamo.
At his clinical best.
Absolutely. 1-0, Steve Jamieson. You'd pay good money to have that break every time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he started his first round yesterday in the same fashion. His breaks certainly, I'm not sure whether it's the breaks improved or the conditions have just brought out the best of the break that he already had, but how slick these tables are compared to like your worn 7-footer cloths that the majority of our tournaments are on. His break would be somewhat of an Achilles heel, where on these tables I think most people have got a good break, really. Pretty hard done by if you don't get a ball.
Yeah, my break's been a bit hit and miss actually. Times it's been really good, and my match against Sean Partridge last night sort of deserted me a little bit. Not sure why, but as you say, the tables are certainly very receptive to good splits.
Michael's even sort of dodgy rats himself a bit there. The ball's just below the head ball, didn't really move, but he's still got a massive split, but a lot more work to do than Jamo's frame.
I suppose top left is the issue, really. Yeah, red below the black.
No, well, I think this is where I've got caught up in the rules. I think you just play the red onto yellow plant first shot.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing those.
No, I was in practice before and Jamo played one, and I was like, I thought that was my second. I think Mick's in the same boat there.
Yeah,
I think
he hasn't seen it.
If he realises that it's black ball, then he's playing that first shot and he's having rolling yellows.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to play an instruction.
Table 10, Ron Callender and Mike Fallon.
He's got the angle here, but like I say, there's a good chance of actually potting the yellow if he goes into the red.
And then you're leaving yourself along yellow.
Actually like coming off the side rail there. Took that out of it. Is
quick little shot here, but if he gets it, there's every chance of going out.
I think you just got to play this confidently and accept that the white's going to come off the top and bottom rail. Sort of play the gap of the reds.
Yeah.
Just make sure not to go into the red next to the black, because if you do miss it, that's your only saving grace. Sort of sooner I'd check this in more and go, if you're going to hit a red, hit one of the 4 that are on this side.
Good.
Like, doesn't want to open this ball up. So that's,
Yeah,
but he's okay there.
Okay. Left jab out. Is that cut in the middle? Yeah, it does. It cuts quite easily, actually.
So now, do we think that the red passes the yellow below the black into the bottom right corner? Dan's got the camera on the Swizz there. Doesn't look like it. No. So that's what Jamo will be focused on. He'll sort of want to attack this pretty early.
Yeah.
Preferably
Which
with...
ball? Are you thinking... Oh, what's his name? It's going okay, top ball. Let's try and leave an angle off this.
Yeah, I'd want to use one of the 3 higher up reds because I'd want the one over the middle as a ball to land on.
Land on it, yeah.
But he might not have that as an option. He might be forced. But and if he does have to go into it off the middle one, I'd want to get rid of one of the 2 reds on the left-hand side, so at least you're on a long one.
Is there an argument for trying to drop on it into the middle?
Off which ball?
I guess leaving the one next to the left middle last and stun down.
I think
So
you've
play,
got to stun
right
down.
middle for the left of the 2 near the side rail, and then try and leave an angle or just off straight angle to stun down for the bottom, for the maker's badge. If
Oh, he's had a bit of a result.
holds
He's had an apology. I can see Mick just nestling behind this yellow.
Weren't you saying that he's the luckiest man in pool yesterday?
No, I was yesterday. So, Stephen, if you're watching any of this back, still apologising for how much run I had, but I'll take it. It's a good shot there. Not the easiest to roll up on these tables of how responsive they are. Jamo's in a spot of bother here.
Is he on the potting angle? No, I think he's a double.
Enough there, and
Should be one. A little bit of complexity with the 2 yellows. It needs to get on the back one first, really. Listen.
see, I'm wasting my shot and I'm playing yellow onto yellow straight to push that one over the bag to play position for the one below the red.
Yeah.
And
my shot selection around free shot is, I think, very average at the moment.
Right, yeah.
The amount of times I've played horrendous shots when I've got the free shot, I think it's definitely an area for improvement.
Yeah, I had one last night where I've got 3 roll-ins in the black, sort of an inch off the rail. I try putting the black over the hole, nearly pod it, and then going off on my first pot when there couldn't have been really any easier. So, you know,
it is a different mindset. You know, it's I think everybody here really likes the rule set.
yeah.
So what's the pain? He's playing the black.
It's just how to maximise the advantage that you get, and people probably get a bit too greedy with what they think they can get away with.
Yeah, I think I personally am sort of trying to tell myself not to overcomplicate it. And if the balls are there, just take them. But listen, I think the guys who've been playing black ball a lot longer than me have certainly worked out the smarter shots in terms of killing opponents' balls or potting opponents' balls or whatever else it might be. But I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, I'm seeing the developing my own balls. I'm not seeing the killing a ball to a rail to then carry on. But he won't be happy with the shot he's played there. He's
No.
even if that extraction of that little cluster worked in the way that he'd played, he was still then going to have to get that pattern of the 2 that are on the left-hand side.
Should be on the yellow. Played it well, I think.
I think if he's glued him to the yellows, yeah, I think he's okay.
I don't think there's a pot anyway. Obviously hit the reds by the look of it, but I don't think there's a pot available.
I'm looking at the screen and tilting my head like it's going to make a difference, but I don't think he's on anything. He'd love to be on the one closest to the ball line just to float it in. He's done the outs there.
I can actually see behind the shot from there. Yeah, he's definitely not on a pot.
Okay. I would love him just to pot this now. At full pelt, no swerve.
Don't make a full of me gambling, please. Up and down double, maybe.
It looks like that's what he's lining up for. It's not far off.
No,
He's just needed to avoid the yellow there. A little bit of a reprieve there for Mick. He won't be happy with what he did with his ball in hand on the previous visit, but I would still fancy him to get these. But it's never easy. First of all, your first match of the morning, and pretty much in any match, getting your first frame on the board is always they do say the first and the last are the hardest two to get, and you never really settle into a match until you've got a finish, no matter how easy or hard they are.
Yeah. Just thinking about that last shot that Mick played actually when he had ball in hand.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much Blackball Mick's played actually. So I've always thought Mick was quite a smart player.
Yeah, he's
so,
very tactically astute at world and international rules.
Yeah. So I think he's probably still pretty new to these rules, and yeah, still learning.
Yeah, I think Mick's actually got a very good all-round game. I do think he changes his game depending on his opponent a lot more than most. Like, I feel when Mick's a clear favourite in people's eyes, he's very attacking and quite flamboyant around the table, yet he's very capable of playing the right percentage shot against players who you might deem to be favourites, like the top boys like your Skerries and your Robbos. He's not afraid to get into sort of the trenches and basically outplay, not rely on big breaks and splits.
Yeah, that's a good call. It's interesting. I think I when I sort of first started playing the game again, I was probably like that. I actually go the other way now. I actually go more attacking. The better the player I'm playing against. Ball in hand for Mick.
So
Black's gone a little awkward. It's a bit of a result for Jamo, but
so like now
ball
here,
in hand,
I'll let you call your shot first. What are you doing?
I definitely want to do something with the black. So
yeah.
I'm thinking. I mean, yeah, with the plant over the pocket, you can probably flick the black thin.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
Yeah, and sort of use the red to just control the white and leave yourself longish.
I'm leaving the natural angle to basically bump the black out to between the brown and blue spot, and for the white to come off the side cushion in between the red.
Yeah.
And then just basically being anywhere near the middle pocket for the plant, and the black will just be in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
That or
literally you've just got to achieve two things. One is get the black out, or two, not snook yourself.
Push red near the black onto the other red, so they're both on the rail.
Red near the black.
Red closest to the back, push it onto the other one, so they're both on the side cushion.
That way, yeah. It's played that nice. It's a good shot.
See, the only reason I think the red onto red's better is it's closer to one side to get onto where it was, and there's then two dead reds as well. But
you give yourself it's almost a bit of a comfort blanket.
Yeah, that's it. You know that
pressure off yourself.
If you're doing wrong, is 90% chance, probably higher, to get the finish.
Oh, it's just gone down to 75. Maybe 50.
But yeah, now in this situation,
with two
dead reds on the side, you're confident in still going for something.
Yeah. This is why you've won every Blackball tournament game for the last 2 years, Temujin.
Not every, but.
No problem.
Okay, is that being serious then? I'm getting kicked off of the commentary. I've got to play my first pro match, so hopefully I'll catch you at the end of this match if it's finishing time. If not,
good luck.
Good luck to everyone.
Jamo's back at the table. Obviously, he's problem ball. Yeah, come and join me, somebody. Nobody wants to listen to me on my own for an hour. I think the safety here is definitely the right shot. He's played it very well. So it's imperative that Mick hits a yellow here. Ultimately, if he misses the yellow, gives away a foul, Jamo almost certainly wins the frame. Oh, he's found the gap. That's horrible. Got a young superstar of Australian pool coming to join me in the commentary box. He's also a superstar of the commentary box, Logan Brand.
G'day, Rob. Yeah.
So he heads out, Logs. How are you?
Good.
Now, I've heard a rumour that you have to have alcohol before you do commentary, so have you started drinking at 9 o'clock this morning?
No, I'm just trying something different today. Just have extra coffee. Oh.
That was pretty unfortunate to pick that gap, to be fair, but Steve's not played the best shot there, to be honest. He's probably got to pull up again and play another safety. Lost control of the white and the ball that he was planting. He's got the snooker. Once again, if Mick hits this, he's right in the frame. Yeah, no, hasn't made the same mistake again. Played that well.
So is Jamo going to take the ball on the left now?
It's a tricky one. I mean, I think he's got to ultimately because there isn't. He could possibly take the long pot on with a element of safety and run it through to sort of the balk line and leave Nick stricken if he wants to miss the pot. For the out, he's got a fair bit of work to do. It's not an easy transition to the ball near the right rail, but yeah, I think the pot's the way, but perhaps play it with a bit of safety in mind.
So, yeah, I was going to ask if you do it rail first. I think he's attempted to do that, and as a result missed it.
Don't think he's left the pot here. It can obviously he might be able to turn it over and pot it. Yep, putting a load of left-hand side on the ball to turn it over. Got a bit too much on it. Okay.
The other one.
So Jamo has a good chance now. Like I say, still the same issue of transitioning to the ball bottom right, but somebody of Jamo's ability shouldn't play out too hard.
Ooh.
It's not come out nice.
No.
I think he's probably going to pull up again here, or I think he probably should anyway. That's not come out nice at all. Yeah, I think he's made a mess of that as well.
Yeah, that looks
No, is it?
gettable.
Maybe not. Maybe he's okay. I thought he'd overhit that, but Nick's not looking at the direct shot, so maybe he's just about covered it. Maybe rail first near the middle bag.
Do you have to hit this about the centre of the rail, or is it even higher up than that?
I think it's just before the middle pocket.
Just before the middle, yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult without being right behind the shot, but I think.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense because it's like the mirror, like the
Yeah,
lights together
yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
It will slide a little bit on these rails still, but I think that's still roughly about right.
Oh, even before? Yeah,
Played that
right.
beautiful.
You're
Yeah.
right about the slide if it was before the
Yeah.
middle. Well,
One
this
rail
has been
onto
a
the black in the top right.
yeah.
Well,
This has been a
top
real
left
scratchy
in the middle.
frame actually for these two players.
Yeah. They both had plenty of chances, and probably both feeling. Well, Nick will be very relieved to get the win on the board. It's always important to get that first frame. Jamo will feel a little bit disappointed that he didn't take the early initiative and get a 2-0 lead.
Yes, certainly.
So is this did you play in the last Blackball event?
No, I didn't.
So this is your first one?
Apart from Canberra, the Nationals.
Yeah, but in terms of
Yeah, in terms of this one, yeah, it is.
how you find it?
Yeah, I really like it. It's pretty much exactly the same setup as it was at Canberra, but in Melbourne. And Melbourne
That's
is,
different,
as
yeah.
we know, better than Canberra, so
Which
strict
isn't hard.
improvement, really.
Hello to everybody in Canberra. Send out Logan's address shortly. Hate mail.
Hey, Mel, yeah.
So it's Jamo's break. I don't know whether you saw it, but his first break was huge. Got 2 or 3 balls, got absolute tap in red, so we're hoping for an exact replay of that. Okay, so he's got a ball. They're pretty good, but a few areas of concern. What are you thinking here, Logan?
I think the Reds only have one issue, but the yellows are all on. I'm just not sure you can even pot one to start. And you've got to be really neat with the white for the yellow.
Yeah.
The ball near the black's obviously the biggest issue.
Yeah.
I think the red...
I think my preference is actually yellows, actually.
Okay.
I mean, I'm saying that assuming that the one that is nearest to goes bottom right as we look. If it doesn't,
okay.
then not. I think he's tried to play. Yeah, that's actually. If he's on that, it's a really good shot. So he's played to pop the red off the black here
yeah.
and open up the red. Not played that very well.
That in general needed to be hit harder, didn't it? Because the black was always going to go there.
He was always going towards the red, so you want to try and create some distance. So yeah, you should have given him a little bit more for sure. There's my misspelt name in the background again. Still haven't spoken to Mark Cottingham about updating that.
Bound. Or bound.
That's a clever shot. So he's got coverage on a yellow there. The black's now open, and he's left Nick a pretty tricky start here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure whether two yellows that are close together, whether either of those go in the left centre.
I would say the top one does, given how it tends to be
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see the potting angle.
slanted. Oh, there you go.
I think you probably can, but it looks
Yeah.
pretty tight.
Is Brunson's looking over.
Looks like he's playing it, so I assume it goes. It's a good
Nice
pot.
shot.
A little bit awkward on resting near on a yellow. I think he would have loved to have been away from that with an angle on one of the balls into the left pocket to come into the black and yellow.
Is the yellow? Oh, okay. Is there any chance it gets doubled? Is the double on? It looks on to the centre.
The one near the black.
Yeah, so you land low and then double it. Is that something that good players can do, or?
It wouldn't be a preference.
Yeah, right.
I think, like I say, if I'm playing this, I want an angle on probably the lowest yellow to play into the yellow near the black.
That makes a lot of sense.
He's on yellow in the right centre as we look here. He's starting to run out of soldiers here. He needs to do something about that yellow near the black sooner rather than later. I think I personally would playing the long pot into the top right here and then playing that shot that I'm talking about.
To get better posi.
Yeah. I think he's got almost the perfect angle on that top ball. So it's just off straight, I think. Okay, he's playing double by the look of it.
So cutting it to the middle. Yeah.
No, okay. My bad. Play that nicely, but still, so running out of soldiers to be able to do something about the yellow and the black. He might end up in a position where he's got to play
The double.
your shot with the double. And I'm pretty sure Mick's a very good doubler, actually. I'd say he's one of the better doublers around. Is he playing the double now, maybe?
Makes a lot of sense. There's no real safety in any of these shots, though.
Missing here should be death for sure. Changed his mind. A little bit of luck there because he's played the extraction and he's come a lot wider than he expected and he's finished plumb.
Here's an option I didn't think about. If that yellow was his last ball, he could be on the rail and cut it across and then have a go at getting on the
The other
black.
option I just thought of, which is too late now, but that ball was just potted. He could have potentially played to pot that off the black. Oh wow, that's some shot if he's not pretty sure he has played. That was nothing else he's played.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
He's not got a great shot at the yellow, but that's some effort to swing that around off two rails and give himself a chance on this yellow.
Can you play safe now? Or
You
does
know
that
what,
not
like-
accomplish anything?
No, I think it's very hard to leave him off the yellow on the bottom rail, as well as off the red on the bottom rail, as well as the reds. So therefore you're leaving Jamo just an easy snook back.
Yeah.
I think you've probably got to attack him. It's a horrible shot, but Mary's going cushion first into the left side middle, which is a big shot. Sean Potter's got one of those against me last night that made me want to vomit in my mouth. It's one of those where I was convinced that he chopped up and he played an unbelievable shot off the rail into the rail, almost exactly like that. And
It was
smashed
probably
it, finished plumb on the
always
black.
the plan too.
Yeah,
Just when you
sure
think they've
I'll
chopped
tell you
up.
Just vomited in your mouth.
Inhaled some coffee a bit, you know.
Don't want to be straight here, but a bit straight. We can come on and off.
Yeah,
on
I don't
off
think
the rail.
straight's too big a deal when you only have to get to the other rail.
Cued it beautifully. So Jamo, barring something unforeseen, takes a 2-1 lead.
Nicely done, Jamo.
Steve woke up with a bit of a hangover this morning.
Did he?
Yeah. He left the venue quite early yesterday, having lost to Sean Partridge in the first round of the Pro-Am. He didn't leave that early, he left at 5, 6 o'clock, but he decided to get a bottle of wine, thinking I'd be back to share it. I didn't get home until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Ah,
Did he
so
break it all himself?
So he got sloshed by himself.
What a guy.
Sounds like a fun night.
Jamo does nothing better than watching pool online and drinking a bottle of wine. That's what he does.
While doing it. Yeah, we should give him a mic just to take home so that he can provide commentary while sloshing on the couch.
It'd be entertaining, that's for sure. Mick breaking off, 2-1 down. He's got a good contact, good
It's
split.
really nice, yeah.
Is there a ball? It's a bit stiff.
I've had it interesting. I've had a thing every time I've broken and screwed straight back. Every time the white has hit a ball and stayed on the top rail.
Yeah, okay.
Like, to the point that I'm going to change my break. He managed to avoid all the balls there.
Well, I've been threatening to use the cut break all week and I still haven't used it once yet, but I
That is
was saying
quite
to
the
Tim
threat.
before you joined that my break's been pretty inconsistent this week.
Yep.
Been really good at times and then sort of deserted it. I just played Glen Cole this morning and my break was pretty horrible. It was pretty horrible against Sean last night as well, but strange because obviously these tables, the pace of them, the ball split really well, the pockets are fairly amenable. Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, on the table I hit on yesterday, the blue one in the back corner, you almost couldn't not get a ball off the break.
Yeah, okay.
They were just
Yeah, I
flying
played
everywhere.
Hayden on one of those, and Hayden Heath, and he was, I mean, Hayden weighs about 3 stone wet through, but he was getting unbelievable breaks, smashing them and getting balls every time and 9 splits.
We don't say stone in Australia, by the way. That's some British lingo that you're bringing across there.
Part of Australia speaks different language to everybody else, so you can't talk.
Fair.
Right, Mick with a good chance here. Jamo missed a long red. So Mick's got a real good chance here. So I suppose the only real complexity here is you want to be able to finish relatively straight on the red near the bottom rail.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be surprised if he plays on it before last ball, but he could do.
So what do you think is your ball to... Oh, okay, so you think it...
I don't like
It's always
that
correct
shot.
to deal with it now.
At first he's not on it, so
Yeah,
that's the first reason for not liking it. But I think for me, it just obviously links so nice to the black. You've just got to pick your route in terms of being able to drop on it.
And what would you have looked at for doing that?
The most logical ball is the ball nearest the blue spot for me. Obviously the balls have changed now. He was on it actually.
And you
I'll
just
take it
float,
back.
and you float down between the yellow and the red.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
And the thing is, if you can get the right angle, you can pick the line where you're playing into the line of it.
Yep.
So that almost takes any concern about the pace of the shot out of it, because you can just, if you can play like a 3/4 ball pot, you can just, just literally pick the line and you don't have to worry about the pace. So yeah, Mick was on the ball on the bottom rail, so I'll take that back. Apologies, Mick.
Fantastic shot.
Yeah.
Really clever to take it out early, I think.
He's got a bit of work to do here. He's off straight on this ball, so I personally wouldn't want to be leaving it into the middle because you've got to be very precise. I probably want
That's
to come
true.
on and off, put it into the top left pocket. He's got on the opposite
Always
straight
one side
in
of
the
it.
middle, and that's exactly what I'm saying. He's not got a good angle here at all.
Do you think this is likely to be a double now?
I think he can power it. The problem with these middle pockets is they don't really accept pace very easily, and you've got to be very precise if you're hitting it hard. So he could power it through with lots of top and left, which is what he's doing by the look of it.
Oh,
But
that
this-
looks like he's stunning it, doesn't it? No, never mind. I was completely wrong.
He's hit it pretty good, but it's tough. Yes, so I think that was quite an interesting one for me. Like I say, I would never play that in the middle unless I've got to, just because you've got to be so precise. If you're sort of 3 inches the wrong side either way, particularly the way he went, like the side that he was, you leave yourself an almost impossible shot. Whereas if you come on and off the rail and leave it in the top pocket, you've got all sorts of options in terms of where you can finish and how you get on that black. So chance for Steve here.
Spread out.
Knowing Steve, I'm pretty sure he'll be attacking, so he's going to play the top right hand side first. He may choose to snooker behind the 2 balls on the side rail after this. I think he definitely will do now.
Yeah, the black not being over the hole makes a huge difference.
Yeah, as in like the one rail pot is not a. I still think he's playing for the safety here. He is. He just wants to get rid of that ball off the rail first.
I found with the... Oh, jeez.
Played here, Jamo.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, okay. It's not bad. I mean, it creates a little bit more complexity, I suppose, for the escape, but
It's
it
something
also
he has
means
to
he's
remove.
he's now got to pot the yellow off the black to move the black out, and the black's going towards the yellow that he wants to. He's got the yellow on the left-hand side of the black. So,
Yeah. This increases the chance of him getting a free shot.
yeah.
Notice on these black belt tables, when you're playing down the tables,
It's going in the pocket, I think.
yeah, when you're playing down the tables, if you miss it wide, as in you hit the jaw, the ball will sit over the hole.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're playing it across the table, if you hit it wide, it will spin. Whereas if you accidentally hit the side rail first, it will stay over the hole.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite depending which way you play it.
So me and Temujin were discussing that neither of us are still entirely comfortable with the rule set and the tactics and the free shot. What would you play here? What would be your shot?
I think just hitting the yellow out from behind the black and
that's what
come
he's doing,
around
isn't it?
2 rails with the... No, I would have played...
Why we tried to play
I would have
the,
put the white on the right-hand side of the table and
Off
played
that.
the yellow
Yeah,
behind the
I like
black
that
out
shot,
and then
yeah. I
come
like
off
that.
2 rails and you're in the middle of the table.
He's not played that great. He's now probably got to play this yellow off the black and open it that way. I feel like because the black's moved a little bit now, it goes wider and misses the yellow. Or it's
Straight
still
into
set on the that was always the risk. Once again, I feel like you've got to hit that a bit harder.
Yeah, that's twice the
Yeah,
exact same position
Yeah.
of the black too.
Steve watched his match on the stream back yesterday and I believe very much enjoyed mine and Temujin's commentary, so hopefully you listen to this one as well, Steve. Made a mess of it, you plank.
No Mercott in the chat.
Where is he?
What a legend.
Clearly not actually listening to the stream because he's watching on the TV, watching live. But
Maybe he's got his headphones in his other ear that we can't see.
I speak the Queen's English, I'll have you know.
Oh yeah, jolly good. The Kings now. Get up to date with the times, mate. You're living in the 1900s.
So, what are you playing here, Logs? What are you thinking?
Good question.
Are you trying to attack, or are you just going to push the black to the rail and sit behind the yellow?
I guess
Or any other shot that you've
the
got
big
in
question is, do you want to play some sort of controlled shot, or do you want to sort of have a lash and try and get
Yeah.
lucky? I suspect you will find an attempt to clip off. But no, there's nowhere safe.
There
I
isn't,
would have a
yeah.
lash.
You don't really want to move that black like that.
Yeah.
Because now there are tap-ins for Gemma.
Do you have just a bit of whackage there? Controlled
I
whackage?
I think so. I don't think there was really... I thought about going the other way off the side rail and trying to leave him touching ball behind the yellow.
Yep.
But it's still a low percentage shot. I think you may as well just have a dip, I suppose, in that position. Shot Jamo.
Yep.
So tap in black for 3-1.
Yeah, that was. I mean, Michael almost made a rather good out there in
Yeah.
the end, but
I think, like I say, in my humble opinion, just a couple of shot selection errors probably cost him there. It was less about execution and more about the way he went about it, I think, in my opinion.
I wonder if there's also an argument. Let's say you're leaving that red to cut across as your last ball. If you were to land too thin on it, is the fact that you can just cut it over the hole and leave tap in red with black on the rail.
Yeah.
Is that a consideration as well?
You want about the red that was along the rail?
Yes, that you pegged as his last ball to get on the
Yeah.
black. Let's say he lands too thin on it, and he can't realistically land on the black. He's just cutting the red over the hole. Is that being an option?
I think in these rules, in these rules, undoubtedly, it's an advantage to have a pocket covered. It's less advantage if your opponent's got lots of balls because they can
snooker and
sneaky
it's
or
over,
play
yeah.
skill shots or whatever. But it's still a far bigger advantage in these rules than certainly what it is in international rules, where ultimately you want to try and avoid putting balls over the pocket at any means because it's so easy for your opponent to put you in a whole world of trouble when you've got a ball over the pocket. But in these rules, yeah, ultimately gives you a level of control, and certainly, like I say, if your opponent doesn't have many balls left on the table, and balls in that vicinity, it's quite, in my opinion, it's quite a big advantage to have that bit of coverage at times.
Yeah, the return of the in or over shot.
Yeah. It's a tricky plant that Mick took on there. Just hit the far jaw. A bit of complexity here for Steve.
Well, he can play the yellow onto the red.
I keep missing that shot. I literally miss it every time.
Oh, okay.
I need to remember it when I'm playing first and foremost. But yeah, I always forget about the combination shot when it's an open table.
Yeah. You don't just have a checklist in your head of rule alterations and you just make sure they're sort of at the forefront of your mind when you're playing?
Clearly not, no.
Oh, okay. Maybe you need to organise your brain a bit better, Rob. There's too much chaos in there.
I actually think that Steve's landed beautiful here. So he's landed on the ball to the red to the right. You can screw into the two that are near the black. So he wants to get some good separation here, so we should be playing this with a fair amount of pace. I think ideally you want to catch the bottom of the two reds.
Yeah, I was going to say, you pointed at the top one there.
From the black.
Yeah, you pointed at the top one, and that's where he's hitting.
But for me, you hit the bottom one, you fetch the black out. The other red goes into went into the middle before he played that shot. So yeah, if you hit the bottom one, you almost can't fail to be on and out.
Yeah, okay. The one advantage of hitting the top one, it was almost always keeping a tidier white, whereas if you, say, hit the bottom one really thin, you've lost it.
Yeah.
He's got balls over the bag, so maybe that's not even
I think it's really easy to hit it full ball, to be honest. It's almost, you have to really decelerate on it to sort of not hit that ball full ball. And like I say, there were balls near the bag, so once you finish like smack bang on the back rail, you're going to be on something. COVID or something?
I think it might be Black Death, but it's not confirmed.
Right, so Mick on yellows, not easy. He's obviously got the ball over the middle if he chooses to take it.
He has the skill shot on the left for that yellow to the red.
Yeah. I think the bigger issue is the black. I think he needs to work out what he's doing with the black. He's got a shot here where he could screw into it. I quite like that shot actually. I think he's playing the one on the right rail, but I like the one that he's nearest to.
So and screw into the black, yep.
He's played the extraction on the ball on the rail there, I think, and just missed it, but he's still got a shot into the same pocket. Cues the ball very well, Mick. Certainly doesn't miss many straight shots for sure.
Yeah, very solid.
So I think he's looking at the skill shot here, I think.
Yeah.
He's played a very good shot there.
The middle, really nice, yeah.
Shot. So I think here his opportunity is to just stun this across a little bit and then leave the yellow that's near the black spot on a snooker table.
Cut in and
sort
go
of half ballish to go into the black. The only risk with that
is getting the black full ball.
Yeah, if you hit the black full ball, you're snookered. So once again, you've just got to try and judge where you hit the black.
Oh, if you can get high on the other one,
that way anyway. But
you can get on the other one. It's 2 rails, isn't it? And then come under black.
So I think he's going to
get high. Yep.
I mean, to me, he wanted that half ball to come off 2 rails into the black, but you've got a shot here where I think you can screw past the red with side and go into the black that way.
This is very difficult to judge because it's all reaction of the cloth, isn't it? Oh no, he's going top in it. Yeah, he's done a shot.
Okay, he's got a double. That's pretty good. Big shot this now in the match. I think if he gets this game on, 4-1, it's a long way back.
Well, you're not just cutting that?
Nah, bad. I'm trying to get with you being serious there. Never know with you, Logan.
Always keep him guessing, Rob.
Good out. They weren't easy. That was a very good out. Credit to him.
Yeah, he managed to force the angle there with the side on the punch in the yellow where he didn't get the angle either. There we go.
Dan, have we got some scores from around the grounds, please? So we've got 2 tournaments going on at the moment. We've got the pro and the amateur. So what have we got?
Oh yeah, Hayden Heath. Through.
Yeah, so Hayden beat, I think that was last night actually. Hayden beat Corey 7-3. Here we go. Here are active matches. So Dakota Cook 4-3 up on Brett Hevitt. Peter Munipola has already beaten Ben Moore. Cooper Bolton could match up against another young gun in Adam Couchman, 4-2 to Cooper.
I believe Adam Couchman is Jack
Of
Couchman's
course,
dad.
yeah, my bad. Sorry, I don't catch you really well. Sorry, catch you. It's been a long couple of days. So yeah, Couch is 4-2 down against Cooper. Ron Callender turning up against Mike Ballum. That's an interesting match. I was playing my brain here by moving the screen around.
Yeah, this is...
Ben Hood is 2-1 down against Murray Jeffries. Tony Jellett beat Justin Kennedy 7-0. Wow, that's some result.
Wowee.
Bassam Ali is 4-0 up against Doug Persing. Okay, interesting. Back to the match. So Steve at the table.
It's open here.
Is it open table, is it?
Yeah, so if you can get on this yellow to the middle, I don't know what his plan would be for the yellow below the red on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
But landing on this to the middle means these three are clear.
Yeah, so we can push the red out of the way here and land on the yellow into the top left corner, I think. It looks like he's got the angle to do that.
Oh, the yellow actually goes to the bottom left.
Which one?
The one near the red.
That takes some getting on though.
It does. But he can do that now, can he not?
No way in the world.
Just send it, Jamo. That's what Tem would do. He would just land on it under it.
Stop saying that Tem's the best.
What?
Stop saying that Tem's the best.
I'm not.
You're like
I'm
a
just saying
fanboy.
that he would do that shot. I didn't say anything about best. There was no frame of reference at all.
That's come out horrible.
Yeah, it has.
To be honest, it wasn't an easy shot anyway, because
Yeah, he wasn't as straight as I thought he was.
he's played a
Safety.
pretty smart safety there. Pretty good. I don't think that the red near the yellow on the right hand side goes to the right middle. In fact, Mick could actually play the red that is nearest to him to the left middle. Maybe land on the. He's digging into it.
Ball to the
So,
yellow
yeah, he's
middle.
going long. He's going long. Maybe a plant. Plant with safety. It's a pretty good shot. I like that. Smart shot. Jano's in a bit of trouble here actually. The reds are actually very nice now.
Yeah,
It's a nice pot.
it's
It's
not
killed
bad.
the black
Yeah.
onto the reds. He's not on a yellow. Yeah, it's just got a bit tricky.
Take it, that's not what he wanted.
No, he's going to
No.
rail first to maybe push this over the bag, I think. Or he's trying to pot it. He did play to pot it, but I'm not sure what the value was there because there was no way he was getting out.
So, yeah, Mick doesn't want to leave him a shot on this yellow to put it under.
Plant. It's actually half the result.
He moved his ball that was most easy to get the
Yeah, but
red.
if you look at where he's finished,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still not easy, right? But ultimately, he can either play, if he lands on it just off straight on the left-hand side, he can run through for the
Oh,
red in
okay.
the middle.
Yep.
Or he could play an extraction if he finishes on the right-hand side of straight. Playing it now, which I probably wouldn't do, but... So now all of a sudden, he's got a couple of islands. I think he's got to pull up here. I think he's going to play a snooker behind the black. Just stun the white ball and tie it in really tight behind the black.
Yep. Okay. Oh, so you think you can hit the one between
I think so, yeah.
the one in the middle? Yeah.
I think he can.
Yeah.
It's a little tighter on the overhead, actually. Maybe he
Looks
can't.
like he's playing the back one. Three ball plant and extraction.
Something like that.
He went for all of the things there.
Yeah.
It's a bit of greed.
Next goes on table number 5, Steve Halliday and Ben Nobler.
Looks like he might be stunning this and attempting to hit the red again. Jeez. Oh, I think he missed that thick. He hit the left-hand side rail, so if he got it, he probably would have extracted his ball.
I think what I found is that pace is really important on these tables. Like trying to pick a nice medium sort of pace where you can, like where you're stroking the ball. I think when you're pumping them like Mick's just done, you've got to be that much more accurate, which is the same with most tables, right? But equally with these tables, when you're rolling them dead weight, they do sometimes just sort of sit on the lip a little bit.
Yeah, I think when you hit them harder to, let's say, the stuns, I've noticed it sort of comes back a bit. I think the ball's bouncing off a lot more than it would on a
In terms of the reaction of the white ball off the object ball.
Yeah, I find I'm just playing a stun and all of a sudden it's come back a little bit,
sure, very reactive. I played in the first event in January. I played my good friend Paddy Fanning up first on the TV table. I just couldn't control the white ball. I'd not had any warm-up beforehand. I was over-screwing everything, as you say. The stun shot was coming back 2 foot. It just blew my mind. But yeah, once you get used to them, they're absolutely beautiful. Like, big fan of the Hainsworth match cloth. I think it's,
right.
if not the best cloth out there, one of the very best, in my humble opinion.
So,
I think they play beautifully.
Anyone out there, if you want to see footage of Rob Bowen being human, go watch him play like a spastic against Paddy Fanning.
Thanks.
It's just, for people's egos, they're like, oh, this guy is too good. It's a British guy. Can't even understand him.
Sure. So I think Mick's got to just pull up here and okay, he's had a little bit more than I think he wanted to, but no real damage done.
He sort of wanted to leave it.
Got control.
If he leaves it tight to that yellow, then that's the only ball Jamo can hit.
Yeah. Once again, I guess this is the power of covering a pocket. Jamo was keen to get both of those yellows out of there because he couldn't win the frame realistically while they were there, whereas internationals he would have just played a quick turnover there and all of a sudden he's probably favourite in the frame.
Yeah, he may have, dare I say, wicked off the yellow and potted the red over the hole.
You dare not say, because nobody knows what wick off it means.
Oh, okay, sorry.
How many viewers have we got? Has anybody on the stream ever heard of the phrase wick when it comes to playing pool?
There's 8 people watching.
Is that all?
Oh, wait. Oh, 65 people watching. Sorry, that's it. We're just talking 8 people.
I was about to hang the microphone up a bit.
What are we doing?
Had a joke. So Mick's not really come out of that too good.
I didn't actually see the shot.
Yeah,
How has this happened?
I think he played. I don't know whether he intentionally played a cannon, but he's cannoned the red and yellow. I think.
Because it was on the cut to the middle. Was that too difficult to really attempt, or?
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Oh,
comment to
it was this ball.
Yeah, he was over there, wasn't it? Yeah. So he's now got to play a big extraction, and this is not easy.
Oh,
He's hit
nice.
that really good, really good. Needs a bit of luck. He's got lots of luck. That's
Ooh,
very,
ooh.
I'm pretty sure that red near the
Yep.
yellow goes into the top left.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
absolutely flies.
Oh, wait a minute. No, he's fine.
You can definitely turn it over, I think. If he's not on it naturally, you can definitely turn it over. Problem with the turnout, like playing a bit of left-hand side to turn over, is you won't get much top spin on it.
Ah,
He's
that's
fine.
what you mean by turn it over.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, so you're using the side on the ball to change the angle of the pot.
Yep. Just never heard it called that.
He's played that well. Just got to make sure he doesn't overhit this. Got to pot the ball as well. It's not a gimme. Played it beautifully. This is a good out from after where he left himself after that first shot.
So I guess-
He does need to be a little bit careful here because the balls do throw quite wide on this. So that's why he's playing with a bit of stun here. He's worried about scratching in the bottom right pocket. Played it well.
Tree.
3-3, yeah. I think, Mick will probably be a bit happier about that than Jamo. Jamo's definitely had good chances in probably every frame, really, and not been able to capitalise. So Mick's probably the happier of the two players at this stage.
It's got
Still
2 pints of water there.
All to play for.
It's good to stay hydrated, wouldn't you agree, Rob?
Absolutely, mate. Very important. In all seriousness, like, they are long days. Like, I don't know about you, but yesterday I started playing at What time started? I think I was due to start at 11:30, but there was a few matches that ran on a bit, so it was maybe a bit later than that. But I didn't finish until midnight last night. So you're playing pool, not quite non-stop, but almost non-stop for nearly 12 hours. So you do need to take care of yourself.
Yes. It's easy to forget.
Yeah,
Like that,
absolutely,
yeah.
yeah. Right, what we got in the is that the pro, Dan? Yeah. So Temujin Dixon. He's got very lucky so far. He's 5-0 up on Michael Tad. Jamie Keane 3-0 up on David Limeriff. Nathan Appleton, the richest man in 8-ball pool, is 4-1 up on Bronte Duncan. Pikey, match right in front of us, so I say quietly, is 2-1 up on Bronson Blackmore. It's a good match for a first round match. It's two good players. I said that because Bronson was right in front of me, obviously, so you could hear them. Hey? Is that right? So you've got an easier match next round then?
Oh, right, yeah. Mick Norton.
Bronson was just telling me that the winner of this plays Mick Norton in the next round, who's the current Australian Blackball singles champion. Steve Halliday, they've only just started. Halliday and Noble at 0-0.
Yeah, Bronson got really unlucky. Even when he does get an easy draw, like Dakota plays out of his skin. And
Yeah, it was a quite shock result. 7-2, I think, to Dakota. Right, Mick Reardon at the table, looking at Reds. He's got a good chance here, actually. He's played that nicely.
Yeah, he came on a really nice line there. Sort of you can never really be able to hit. Worst case scenario is sort of on
Which red are you playing here? Are you playing the one he's nearest to, or the one to the right of it?
The one he's nearest to, and get on the other one to the same pocket, and then middle, and then drop in.
See, I like the one to the right first, nudge into the yellow,
And then play the
and
other
then
across.
leave yourself like straight
Makes a lot
on
of
the
sense. Yeah.
one. Because now, actually you can leave it till last, I don't mind that, that's not bad. He's not come ideal here, but by going the way he has, to me, he's probably got to leave that. I don't like this, I like the way I said it. He can still go out, but I think he's just made life a little bit trickier for himself. Judge that, that's a really good shot. Yeah, he can just stun back now for the red over the middle and leave himself on the black, either into the opposite middle or into the bottom right-hand corner. He's played that really well. Yeah, good shot. So I think, let's have a look at the angle. I think he's probably stunning it for the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Could theoretically play it with run inside for the middle if he wanted to. He was looking at the angle into the corner, so I think that's the way he's going. So we've got a fair turnaround in this match load. So it was 3-1 to Jamo, it's now 4-3 to Reardon, barring a surprise miss. Which doesn't happen. So yeah, 4-3 Mick Reardon.
Right. Let's see if Jamo can. So Reardon's break too. So
Yeah, so I assume that was a master shot, as it's called in Australia.
right. What do you call it? A reverse dish.
I haven't used the word dish for about 15 years now.
Right.
But that would be what they'd call it in England, yes.
Really, they'd say reverse dish.
Yeah.
Just sounds absurd. Is that like your meal? Your meal comes out with the plate on top.
That's poor, though. You need some alcohol in your system.
Encouraging drinking on stream, Rob. You should be ashamed. Think of all the children out there.
You're probably right, actually. Big break for Mick.
Oh, yes.
Hit them well.
Zipped the white.
White ball's tracking towards the top rail, but he's got some options here. I think quick look, Red's look favourite. Primarily because he doesn't really have an easy starter on yellows. There's only one tricky red, which is the one near the yellow, near the middle pocket.
Yes.
Ooh, that is a disappointing miss from Mick.
I mentioned that as a tricky red. And it's left Jamo. It's a perfect linker for Perfect
Temujin
linker,
Dixon has just called that is the turning point in the match.
Okay. Yeah, but it just blinks perfectly where it
Yeah,
ended
yeah.
up for this
Yeah, so-
only tricky ball. So. He's actually underdone that ever so
Yeah, he has.
slightly.
Yeah, I would have wanted to be straight or just the other side of straight. You've got to be very precise to play that way, but it's okay. It's not a big issue, but I probably would have preferred to have been run it through another inch or so.
So now you play this with a lot of backspin and screw off the yellow.
No.
Oh.
No, I think he needs to address these two balls down here because the one to the right of the two doesn't go into. I don't think it goes into the bottom right pocket,
Well, he's landed very nice there.
and obviously it doesn't go into the left because he would have had to plant it. So now he's nicely on the left of the two, and he'll probably leave that one that is closest to until last.
Oh, lovely.
Played that beautifully. That's a really good shot, Jamo. Very good. So he just wants to pick the angle now to screw down off the right-hand rail and try and get as straight as he can on the bottom red into the left-hand corner pocket.
Gotcha. Let's see if he succeeds. Uh-oh.
I wouldn't have played it. I mean, I didn't see the exact angle he had, but I thought just sort of stunning it and maybe leaving a bit more distance. But picking the line was more important than trying to come on and off the rail and judge the pace. Because trying to play that across the line is really hard to judge that, especially on these tables because they're so quick.
I think he's all right because
He's
of how
all right.
reactive the table is.
Yeah. The problem is he's playing this with a lot of tops, so it's going to throw quite a lot
Yep.
before the side kicks in. See what I mean? It through to the left.
It's going for a disaster. Yeah, I understand. Top makes it. So remember when you told me that the other day?
Yeah, I did tell
Did
you
I
this on
explain you my
Tuesday.
theory as to why?
No, but save that for another day.
Okay.
So the turning point that Temujin Dixon has called is possibly not a turning point.
Oh, jeez.
Goes to show what he knows.
Yeah. Bit of an amateur match caller.
Yeah. Amateur player as well.
Oh, true. He's in the amateur thing, isn't he?
No, he's not even a pro.
Oh, never mind.
He's got the easy comp.
All right.
Joke.
Are you in that?
No.
Oh.
I'm an amateur, mate.
Yeah.
A mere amateur. It's not come out great for Mick. He was trying to free up that yellow that was near the knuckle. It's probably marginally better than it was, but I think he would have liked it a bit more in the open. It's probably his only real tricky ball here, the one that he just tried to move, but he can either screw into it off the one that it's close to, which I think is the way he's going to play it, or he could still land on it, like if you get on it good, it's a very potable ball on these tables. I think Mick's the sort of player who does like to move balls around quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I see him playing the extraction here, trying
If
bumping
you
it
hit
over
the
the middle.
rail first, how can it possibly go wrong?
Perhaps he isn't playing that.
Because, you screw back and you hit the rail first. The yellow's always coming out, the white's always
The only
staying
way it
there.
goes
You can
wrong
have
is
the middle.
if you under or over hit it. It's quite a difficult judgment shot to
Yeah,
get it right in the
okay,
middle. If
fair.
you hit it back to where it was on the jaw,
Okay,
he's hit that beautifully.
perfect, yep.
But that was the risk, is that you under or over hit
Yeah,
it
okay.
and it stays near the rail and not over the middle. It's not, I think the camera angle is probably tricky. That ball there still isn't an absolute drop-in, you know what I mean? You want to be right behind that now.
So he only wants to use one of the balls.
So he's going
in the middle here.
top one near
Yeah.
the middle, the one near the left rail, across then for the one near the right middle.
He's going to have distance.
Yeah, it's not absolutely ideal. He's okay, he can run round. I'd be playing this round off two rails, he'd run inside, because you're playing into the line again.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay.
But once again, you've got to hit this nice. These aren't absolute tap-ins by any means.
You're not just dropping it in, getting
See,
the white sort of
I don't
around the...
You sort of stun run that through almost. Whereas
Yeah.
I thought that top spin with run inside is going to give you the ability to get a lot closer to it. Still there, and I'm sure he'll get it, but just different people play different shots, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, played that well. I'd like to be straight on the yellow. Pretty close to straight, I think he should be fine. He might get a little bit close to his work with the black, but he's got a little bit of angle. He does have the option actually, after it's straight on, stunning down for it in the middle. good
it
shot.
does, doesn't it?
Very good. So Mick Reardon should go 5-3 up.
Turning point. Confirmed.
Turning point was the other way around,
Oh, right.
because he's already ahead.
Ah,
That's how it works.
okay.
Jamo needs to lift a bit here. He's definitely had chances. He's made a few mistakes. Still time, 5-3 in a race to 7. Until your opponent's on the hill, you sort of always feel like you've got time to get back into it and turn it around. So his break, we're hoping for a big one like he had in the first frame.
So what, when they're on the hill, do you just give up?
I do, yeah. Logan Brown, the most sarcastic man in 8-ball pool.
Alright, here
Right,
we go.
here we go. Jamo's
Big
big
break
break.
here.
Come on, let's get a ball or two, Steve. Seem to hit those with the
did get a
pace of
ball.
some of the others, but yeah, he's got a ball. He's got a starter or two.
Yeah, he didn't really
But there is-
smash that like
no,
he
he
has
didn't.
previous breaks.
He does sometimes hit like a 3/4 power break, and on these tables can work pretty well at times. So he's got a bit of complexity here. He's got it looks like he's thinking about yellows, but there's 2 yellows stuck together there, which he's going to want to do something about pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's nudged.
Great. Might be able to really nip this and kick it out again.
Yeah, so we've played a lot of left-hand side. Is that what you mean?
No, so when I say nip it, I mean playing a screw shot, but you're almost jabbing at it to really get it to bite quickly.
Yep. Yeah, okay. That's the shot where you use a much shorter bridge so that you can control the finesse of it.
You're really trying to get the right at the bottom of the white.
Yeah.
Elevate the cue a little bit as well.
Okay.
So you're literally digging almost like almost like if you've got like 2 balls close together and trying not to play a push shot, you sort of play it like that a little bit.
Yeah, okay, so that's the same principle. That makes
Yeah.
sense, okay. I've got things to work on now.
We've all got things to work on, mate.
Absolutely.
So this is his chance for Steve actually. So he can pop the yellow in the middle, run through a little bit and leave an angle to pop the ball into the top left pocket and cannon into the red that's stuck on the yellow that's stuck on the red near the top right pocket.
And he has to land on good enough to get on the other.
Yeah, it's not easy, don't get me wrong, but he's choosing not to do that. Okay, interesting. I see the logic there, that he's got a ball right close to his bad ball now to kick it out more easily if he wants to, but I think Mick's just going to cover the bottom pocket here and therefore kill the lowest of Jamo's yellows.
He's done.
Which he's done. I think, as I was saying before, I think Mick Reardon's a pretty smart player. He's new to the rule set, but he's always been very tactically astute, Mick has. Jamo is perhaps not necessarily known for his tactical play, so that this sort of... Don't smile at me that way.
He's known, yes, I will agree, he's known for his
So
tactical.
Jamo's a great cueist. He's known for being very aggressive and taking good outs and playing highlight reel pool. He's not necessarily known. I'm not saying he's not capable tactically, but it's probably not his biggest strength. So you'd probably put Mick as a favourite when frames get like this.
Okay.
Mick does have the option to have a dip here, but I don't think he will. I'd probably be nicking off the ball lowest left and leaving the ball on the bottom rail and snookering him on all 4 yellows.
I think this red touching the yellow is actually quite a big problem for Mick because the yellow goes, well, it's currently blocked, but the yellow goes and the red
Is he
doesn't.
attacking here? He was,
Oh,
and that
dear.
I think could be. He's got a bit lucky there, to be fair. He, having opened up that red and yellow, he could have left Jamo a lot better than he has. Jamo's looking at the yellow to the left middle, but I think he's going to pull up. Yeah, this is the right shot. Play the snooker. It's the right shot. He's played it well. Use the double kiss to make sure he got the snooker. It's a good shot. And these rules, there is the concept of a total snooker, so Mick doesn't have to hit a rail after hitting a red here, which makes a big difference.
Yeah, you can play a little bit more. Just finesse on your shot. You don't have to sort of make sure you hit it hard enough.
Yeah. It's not a total. Okay, so Mick's just called himself that it's not a total. It's a good and fair call from Mick, as you'd expect.
Does that mean the cut the red onto the other red to play the plan into the centre is on?
The what?
So you can cut this red onto the other red to play the plant until the centre.
I mean, if you're Mick Hill, maybe, yeah.
But you think you'd even go for it?
I think that Mick's looking for a safety here, mate. I don't think he's thinking about planting.
All Micks would play
planting
safety.
That 4-foot plant.
See, it was on. It was going straight towards
It was on. He's actually left Jamo a chance here. So Jamo, I think, can screw the yellow into the middle to cannon into the red and yellow. Let's have a look.
I hope the red
Pretty
pots.
thin, but I think it'll hit the red as opposed to the yellow. Missed it. It's still there, so he's still got the chance to get on the yellow into the left centre. Or the top corner, as Logan's just kind of pointed out to me. So, pretty sure he's playing the red nearest the top rail first, and I just want to pick his angle to find how he best gets to near the back rail as we're looking now to be able to get on that yellow in the centre or top pocket. Big balls these are at 5-3 down. No room for error.
Yeah, it's going to be sort of all in on this next shot, isn't it?
Yeah, let's play that good. So I think he's looking to literally hit just north of the centre pocket with running right hand side to try and get down to the. So hasn't hit it. Has he hit it? He's already done it. He needed to get it a little bit more, hit closer to the middle, and with a bit more pace. Now he's on a wing and a prayer here, I'm afraid.
Bit of dippage, as they say.
So it's a foul in these rules, so it's a free shot to Mick Reardon.
Yes, so you can take the ball in hand.
I don't think it's automatic to take ball in hand here. I think there's.
Yeah, put the yellow on the left-hand side.
I'm terrible at well, not terrible at free shots, but I still don't really have a clear view in my mind in terms of how to play free shots. So I'm happy to, as somebody who's played Blackball Nationals, I'm happy to take your guidance on this one.
Well, yeah, it looks like he's looking at killing the yellow. The typical method I see of killing balls is roll them off the side rail into the top rail.
Yeah,
Tends to be easier to judge the pace. And
that's not a good shot.
yeah,
He's just turned a set of balls that went into a set of balls that now he's got some work to do. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, you never know, Mick might still go game here, but I think there's an argument for pulling up and playing the snooker behind the red that he's closest to.
yeah, he might have a side bet on how many snookers he was going to play this match, and he just wanted to increase it, so he's just done that. It's actually really clever.
You shouldn't
if that's the
advocate for
case.
betting in sportsmen, especially when.
I wasn't advocating for it. I was just saying that it may be the case, Rob. Trying to twist my words.
So you're suggesting that Mick Reardon's an unscrupulous individual?
No, I did not. You just said maybe. Just asking questions, Rob.
No, does he play the extraction here off the ball near the bottom right? He's got the perfect angle. No, he's going to run over the middle.
Yeah, right.
Once again, I would have played it earlier because it gives you more options when you play the extraction. If he's playing this and then the extraction on the next shot,
Yeah, right.
sort of got to. I don't like how he landed there either.
Because balls like that.
He's realistically got to get on the ball that he's extracting, which is a really low percentage. Whereas if you played it early, the white ball goes further up the table than you expect. You've got two balls up there that you can land on.
Yeah. So you're saying those balls aren't really an obstacle for a player like me, so we shouldn't really be looking at clearing them.
What's that? You're saying what?
So you're saying balls like that aren't really an obstacle for a player like Mick, so it's better to do the more aggressive split up shot.
Yeah, I
fairly,
think ultimately if you're attacking, I mean, he didn't have to attack, he could have played a safety, but if you're attacking, you want to play that extraction early because it gives you more options in terms of landing on the balls, whereas now, he's either playing it this shot or next, and realistically, either way, he's got to land on the ball that he's extracting, which is just into luck, you know. To leave the exact same angle that he had 4 or 5 shots ago.
Yeah.
And he's got to land on the
Same
ball.
distance too.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost the exact same shot, and he could have played it, like I say, 4 or 5 shots ago and had every chance of landing on a ball. He's played it really well, and he has landed on it. It's a good shot.
One of those things that when you're 5-3 up, it always works. When you're 5-3 down, it's sitting on the top rail and you've got nothing.
Yeah, like I say, credit to him, he's played the shot well, but I still think that he would have given himself a better chance going away. But I guess if you go out, you go out. 6-3.
Clean under the table.
Mix gives a big sigh of relief, I think, on that one.
Well, as you said before, Jamo will be giving up now because Mick's on the hill.
Pretty sure that wasn't what I said.
Oh, sorry. Might have misunderstood.
Michael Tad starting his big comeback against Jamieson Dixon from 6-0 down.
Tim does look very worried.
6-3, Mick Reardon to break. Jamo's taken a tactical toilet break.
Ah, yeah. Clear the mind and the bladder.
Yeah, I think this match is still on, right? He could still come back and win, but I think up to now, Jamo was really disappointed with how he's played. We all know he's a lot better than the way he's played in this match. He's had ample chances. You know, it's not like Mick's run a load of racks. He sort of just really punished Jamo's mistakes. So Jamo will probably reflect on it and know that he hasn't been at his best, and that going through the repechage, he's going to have to lift his game a bit.
It's a bit of a rough tournament, Jamo, drawing Sean Partridge in the first round yesterday, now Mick Reardon.
Yeah, it has been a stinking draw in all fairness. But equally, you know, Jamo would have been confident of beating both of those. He's a very confident person in general. Like he will always take the view of they should be more worried about me than I am about them. But he unfortunately hasn't been at his best this far. But he's still in the tournament even if he loses this match, so have to find a way. Right, let's run through some scores. Is that the top down? Okay, Bailey Noble, let's go bottom to top down. Let's mix it up. Bailey Noble at 2-0 up against Steve Halliday. That's be a bit of a surprise. Played Steve yesterday and he certainly started off like a steam train, played pretty well. Bailey's a young up-and-coming player and that would be a good start for him if he can maintain that. Bronson Blackmore's turned it around a little bit against Pikey, so he's 4-3 up now. Nathan Appleton is, I think it's race 7. So is it a race 7 in the pros? 8. Okay, so he's 7-1 up against Bronte Duncan in a race to 8. Jamie Keane 4-1 up against David Limeriff.
Hold on, it must be race to 7, because is this not a race to 7?
It's different in the amateurs, the pros and amateurs. Us amateurs aren't capable of going to 8 frames.
Ah.
It'd take forever.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Temujin Dixon is 7-2 up against Michael Todd. Jamo's taking quite a long time on the toilets. Maybe he's doing a 2.
It could be. I think it's more likely that he ran into a flock of adoring fans and he had to quickly sign a lot of autographs before coming back into the building. I think that's most likely.
More likely to be a flock of seagulls, to be honest. Right, Reardon breaking at 6-3 up. With a big hit from Nick. Ball's potted. But not an easy starter.
I think it was only one ball that got potted actually.
Yeah, the red in the right middle, I think was the only option. Reds aren't bad actually, to be honest. There's only really one that doesn't have a natural pocket. So
Yeah.
especially when he pots this one in the middle now.
Yeah, because blocked. Oh, that's yellow. Oh, he's just
Pulling up.
playing middle there.
That,
Oh,
I
never
find
mind.
that really interesting that he's thinking that actually. Okay, still going. He's going to attack, but he did think about pulling up. So he's got to come up with a bit of a plan for what he's going to do for the red that's of the right of the two in balk.
I wonder if your consideration with the safety was something along the lines of, I'm well ahead here, Jamo needs to do something to win,
and I think that
and these are a little bit tricky.
I think Nick knows that the tactical game suits him more than it suits Jamo. You know, Jamo at his best, you would say, is probably a bit more clinical in amongst the balls. But Nick's very solid tactically, and he probably feels that he's got an edge with that. And I mean, he's played a shot there to try and go out because he's tried to play the red off the yellow and pot it. But in doing so, he's now got complete control of this frame. The yellows are not pleasant. Jamo's got to come up with a cunning plan fairly quickly.
Yep,
Try and
so I did
kill the
yellow.
red.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a pretty good shot. Good shot, Jamo. See, Logan saying that you're tactically ahead, Jamo, just isn't true.
Oh. Sorry, Jamo.
So that red might go actually. Dan's just giving us a good camera angle there. That red might still go.
Yeah.
It definitely goes now.
Well, we didn't
That
see
could be.
that shot.
No, these aren't tappings. He's still got some work to do here actually with that red near the side rail. He's got to.
Yeah, because you can't really play
Yeah.
onto
I think what he would like to do, or what I would like to do anyway, is try and leave myself half ball high on the plant to then play a little extraction on the red on the rail. I think he would love to do that.
see.
It's not easy. It's a really tough shot.
Yeah,
to
you've got to be
judge
very
the pace.
precise.
Yeah. But I think he'd be playing for that, and if he's not on that exactly, he's still got other options.
You can also land under the red and play it up
Tell you
here.
what,
Oh, he's landed. Really good.
He's come a bit far. He's come a bit far.
You don't reckon you can still get it?
You can get the one over the bag for sure, but I thought he was the way he was coming across. I thought he might have a chance at the half ball that I mentioned.
You don't think if he cuts this... Oh, he's playing the double, is he? No, the double doesn't look
I
on.
think you'd have to really pump that double to make it. To really strain it up.
Yeah, he just gets it now. And he's got a... Ooh, oh, that's really nice. He sort of had to land on that
That's
the
a
way he
very
played
good
it.
result. So he played it very well.
Yeah.
He couldn't have asked for a better result than that.
If he is a true extraction lover, he can even get the blackout
Yeah,
with the two rails
it
nudge
is an
under.
option. It shouldn't be, but it is. And the way he's played it, he actually might have to now. I don't think he can actually land on it into that pocket now. He's got to play the extraction.
The black does go to every pocket, so that makes it a little... Except perhaps this bottom right one. There we
He
go.
has played the extraction.
Very nice.
It's worked out pretty well. He's got the option of it long or a thin-ish cut into the middle. He's going to go the middle by the look of it, the way he's lining it up.
Close the pocket is generally
Screw
the
into
way.
it.
Yeah, he's got it.
We have a winner, Michael Reardon, very well played. He wins 7-3 against Steve Jamieson.
Yeah, disappointing for Jamo. Not the tournament he would have...
This was a little bit fortunate, the shot that Jan's just playing on replay. He wouldn't have played it off that yellow, but he went in off the yellow and he landed absolutely plumb on the red, but he still took it very well from there, so very good.